All right, wrapping up our chapter on pronouns in Mr. Orth's Flipped Classroom for Grammar. More common problems. Using we and us with nouns. It's as simple as we the people. Instead of just saying the people of the United States, speaking in third person and removed, it's we the people. Well, instead of saying we believe this, it's we the people. And so it's called an appositive. It's intensive. The question is, how do you know when to use we and when to use us? Well, we're intensifying the pronoun, but we're also providing clarity. That's why it's an appositive, where we repeat or rename things in the same sentence. It's very helpful for your audience, especially as a speaker. We citizens are supportive of our troops. By adding citizens to we, this clarifies who we are. Okay, the how-to. To use us or we in this way, just remove the intensifying noun and follow the previous rules for us, for object, or we, or subject. So is it take out citizens, because we is referring to citizens. We are supportive of our troops, as opposed to us are supportive of our troops. The citizen doesn't change we or us. Where it is and how it's used in the sentence dictates which form of we or us we are using. Another problem, comparisons. All right, ellipticals. This is kind of confusing, but the word elliptical, if you think of it like the shape itself, it's an oval. A sentence kind of comes full circle. In this case, it's elliptical because we actually literally eliminate words from the last clause in a comparison. How does it look? She is more intelligent than I. Again, we don't use I at the end of a sentence just because I sounds better, sounds more intelligent, sounds more formal. The question really is, she's more intelligent than I what? Well, the word am has been removed. She is more intelligent than I am. That's the sentence. So the question becomes, in terms of pronouns, how do you know when to use I and when to use me? Because most students, when they make comparisons, and by the way, don't forget, when comparisons, it's than, T-H-A-N, not then, T-H-E-N. If it's at the end of a sentence, people are going to default to me, especially if it's coming after a word like than. Just like and, than makes no difference. It's a question of, is it doing the job of a subject or the job of an object? Okay, I am, because we can add a verb at the end of the sentence. That means it's a subject form. If you want to check it, just see if there's an implied verb that has been removed. Just take the verb from earlier in the sentence and put it in the end and see if it works. If there's a verb that's been removed, an implied verb, if you will, think of it kind of like you understood for command sentences. You know you is there if you don't write it. She's more intelligent than I am. Am is implied. It's there. We just may not write it because we're trying to vary our sentence structure and give some creativity in how we're expressing our ideas. If there's a verb you can add to the end of it and it works, then use the nominative or subject case. If not, use the object case. That one's tricky. And to be honest, it's not the top priority of the entire chapter that you learn that above all else. If you haven't noticed, the last thing discussed in the last lesson of every chapter tends to not be the most important thing you learn as a ninth grader. However, stay with it, practice, and even things that are new to you, follow the steps and see if they become at least a little bit clearer to you than they were as opposed to when you started. And as always, good hunting.